Hello, Flosstube. Elizabeth Martinez, phantastitches here with my update, Flosstube update number 349. Today is August 31st, the end of August. The sort of socially the end of summer. Labor Day is right around the corner, which is considered the official end of summer. So yeah, August has, sort of gone by, I don't know, pretty quickly, I guess. For those who might not be familiar, this is the channel about cross stitch. So what I've been working on, what I plan to work on, that sort of thing. So for the month of August, I had been working on my August cross stitch camp piece, which I finished some time ago, and then my WIPGO numbers, which were number 12 and 15 were the two numbers that were called. And so my number 12 was Sheepish Manor, and 15 was one of the Starry Night charts. So Sheepish Manor, this is my almost finished, not quite finished. I have that big grassy knoll to do, and I have about 4 or 5 rows left of the grass. So I was hoping that I would finish this by now, that I would be finished in time for this update. But I have just a little bit, sorry, the sunlight is, let me see if I can get something under back here behind it. So I just have this little patch of grass left. And I talked about before about the lazy daisy stitches. And then these were Smyrna crosses. You can't really see them, the detail, because it's black and very, very tiny. I think it's, I know the call for the model was stitched on 36 count legacy linen by, I think, Pictures Plus. So I'm assuming that's what was in this, because it was a kit I bought at the attic. This is a Chessie and me design, Sheepish Manor. So yeah, so it's all but done right here. I'm hoping that today, that I can finish this tonight, whatever, that I can get that finished. Because if I do, that'll be my, I don't know, 4th finish this month? Yeah, I would have finished everything I set out to do this month, because I did the cross stitch camp, but I finished that piece. And then I have finished Sheepish Manor, and the other charts were from this Starry Night group of charts. This is booklet number 109, if anybody's interested. Starry Night by the Prairie Schooler. So previously I had started this, what I'm calling the number 1 chart, just because that's the order they're in this booklet. And I wasn't happy with it, and so I set it aside. I think it was back in March or something that I started it. But so when, so the next one I did was this number 2 chart, and I finished that. And so this month, as my secondary charts, there was this City of Bethlehem and this Shepherd of the Sheep. And so these two, and this was a restart, was one of my WIPGO calls, the number 15. So I redid this and finished it. This was already finished. And then I did these two as my secondary charts and finished both of them. So, let me get this unfolded a little bit. So, this is the first one I finished. Let me put this behind it. So I did this some time ago. It was on my WIPGO chart. It was a secondary chart in May, I guess. And I was able to finish it that month. And then more recently, this is the #1 chart. I redid it. This is number 15. I redid this. That's Mary and Joseph. And so then, as my secondary charts, I had Little Town of Bethlehem. I worked on this. Little Town Bethlehem. I worked on this. I showed it last week. I was almost finished with it, so I did finish it. That's Bethlehem. And then the other secondary chart this month was this shepherd and the sheep here. And I was able to finish that just the other day. Try to get a lot better. So, yeah. So these are all done in basically just a handful of colors. This gold color that I used here around the sheep's neck, and like in this one, the bridle and the reins and the saddle blanket, and up here the rope, I guess, around the cow's neck and the donkey's bridle are all done in 3820 DMC color. And then I used Etoile C725, I think is the color, for the star and the halo and the bell on this cow. And for the halos and the star in this scene. And for the stars in the sky, the big star and the little stars, there's little stars there too, is in Etoile, and the rest of it is just 310 black. And then, and then there's a little bit of blue, like here on the baby Jesus' blanket, and here with, I think Joseph has he has a little bit of blue in his outfit, and Mary and the baby have a couple of shades of blue there. And then with the shepherd, there's a little bit of blue in his headdress and his sleeves. Sorry, you can kind of see there. And the rest, and then I used, I think regular, the DMC 3820 for this string around the sheep's neck and for his headdress. And then I used Etoile for the bell and the stars up here. So, yeah. So, so this was, so I have a total of, put this behind there again. 4 finishes out of the 7 charts in this booklet. So I'm very happy with that. I'm hoping that, I don't want to do any finishing now, of course, because we're in this transition period with all the moving stuff. So I don't have any of my finishing things anyway. I'll put away. So I'm hoping that eventually I'll be able to get out like my chronic, what do you call it? To make cording tool, and make finish these similarly to how I did the Blackwork Angels, the Prairie Schooler Blackwork Angels. I think I have enough fabric of the sort of a black and gold color fabric that I used for the backing of the Blackwork Angels, and these are similar in style, and so I want to use that same fabric as backing for these. And then I also, for those designs, I did black and gold cording to go around them, and I think I used a velvet like ribbon kind of thing to hang them with. And I don't know if I still have more of that, or if I have to go and buy another spool of it, but to hang these from, I'll have to look at the finishes on the Blackbook Angels to make sure I have everything I need. But like I said, I think I had like a black and gold cording around each one. So yeah, and they were just mounted on like mat board or foam core or something like that. So that's how I hope to finish them. But so now on to September. So the WIPGO numbers for September were called, and they are numbers 4 and 11. Did I mark them on here? No, I don't think I did. Get my pen real quick before I forget what I'm doing. I marked them somewhere else, that's what happened. Number 4 and number 11. So number 11, my secondary chart is another Starry Night, and this is number 3, which is this angel here, Bethlehem, and the angel, and again a star. And the angel has a little banner thing that says Noel. Yeah, so hopefully I can do number 3, and that'll just leave this one and this one left out of this set. So I don't know, I might be able to get to another one, just depends on how things go. So that's my Prairie Schooler Starry Night things. So otherwise, what the numbers that are called, number 4 is Wandering Sheep, and that's this one here. This is a Lindy Stitches design, Wandering Sheep. And the verse says, I was a wandering sheep, I once preferred to roam, but now I love my Father's voice, I love his home. There's a big black sheep there. And so there's initials. I don't think there was an alphabet with this chart, but the words were written by Horatius Bonar in 1843. I was trying to see if it says something about maybe in the stitching instructions themselves. I don't seem to have it here, but I put, my own initials in here, but the flosses used are primarily Threadworks, and then like 3 DMC colors. So I ordered a floss pack from when I ordered the pattern, when I got the pattern. So these are the Threadworks flosses. So I got this, I guess last year, or maybe I don't know if I got that early in the year or whatever. So this is the one I used. I've used so far because I just have a little bit of a start, and look at that. But so these were the Threadworks colors, and then there's like I said, there's a few DMCs that I don't think they're in the project bag with this set. I think I have to, you know, kit it up again. I think I took everything out at some point. I had a wild hair and took all my DMC threads out. But anyway, so there's my initials. And I think, yeah, on this chart, the initials have like, yeah, there's some little things done on there. And I don't think I have those put in, but just the actual initials. So we'll have to do a little bit more of that. But then this is the outline of the sheep, but it's going to take more to finish it. And I think I have, I want to say 2 skeins of that black floss. Yeah, this one that I started and the second one. So I have enough, because the instructions say for the sheep, you know, you need 2 skeins of it. And then the rest of these for the rest of the design, for the flower and the other things. And like I said, it also uses like a DMC 310, 4, and 415. Somewhere in that design. I haven't gotten that far yet. I've only just started on it. So, and this fabric is 28 count Lugana that I dyed myself. So, and I think I just like dyed the cloth randomly and then found, you know, chose it for the design. But the on the model, the cloth back there is very close, yeah, shade generally. So yeah, so I think it'll work. So that is my number 4 chart, and the secondary chart for number 4 is one of my rabbits. So I've done January through May. Of the rabbits are finished. January, February, March, April, and May are finished. I think, let me see. I believe I finished the April one. I can't find it off the top of my head though. Anyway, oh yeah, I finished it, yeah, okay. Back in April. So all the way through May are finished. So this one I decided to do September because it is September. So I will probably work on it on September 1st, which is tomorrow. So this is Ink Circles rabbit charts, one for every month. So this is September, and I've got all the rabbits done and like this inside design, and I think, yeah, I'm missing like one of these green fronds, and then like some of the green fronds at the end, and then the red flowers. The rabbits are done though. But so this is the September chart. So like I said, some of the greenery still needs to be done, and then these red flowers, but the middle little design is done. So just like this one's missing the green frond, and then like this is not complete yet. and then the pink flower. So this is close to being finished. And again, because these are secondary charts, they don't have a specific goal. But yeah, so I'm going to do that. But this cloth shares a piece of cloth with this design, I should say. Shares a piece of cloth with this. I think it goes like this. This is the June chart, the June rabbit. And it's also almost finished and has another rabbit to go here. But I did finish like that middle design. There are hearts that go around, and like if you look at the rabbits, they have like a flower inside. The green like petals, I mean leaves, and the petals are red. So, like you can see on these, I did the middle part of the thing and a couple of the hearts. But so, yeah, so the petals and the greenery need to be done, and then this rabbit isn't finished, and then there's another 2 rabbits, I guess, go here. So this one is not quite as far along, but if I had time, I want to get to that also just as an extra, just to get June done. But so this one is the official chart, and this is September. So these are on Murano Carré, 32 count Murano Carré that Hobby Lobby used to carry. And this color is ice. Yeah. So I'm hoping maybe I can get both of those 2 charts done since they're so close to being finished. And then the other one, number 11, is Silver Creek Samplers Lost and Found. And this is all DMC also. And the verse on the words on here go, I am a lost sheep gone astray. Shepherd, find me, this I pray. O shepherd, listen to my prayer and keep me in thy loving care. So this one I started also last year. Last year on my WIPGO chart, I had, was it just last year? I had a new start. I had a whip, a new start, and an FFO for each square. At least one FFO, it just depended on what came up, whatever. But, so I had started several charts just because I had a whole bunch that I had never, that I was eager to start, and had never gotten around to them because I had so many whips. So for this year, all my old whips I kind of set aside. Almost all of my old whips, and so for this year I concentrated on whips that were part of a series, and then all of these new starts that I had, because now they are officially whips. So a bunch of those that I wanted to work on. So like, of course, as I said before, the Cottage Garden Samplings, A Year in the Woods series. I've worked on almost all of those. I have 2 that I have not yet started, the Barn Owl and the Bald Eagle. So I'll be starting those at some point. They're in my WIPGO board. Yeah, the others I want to work on. I think the Barn Owl and the Bald Eagle are both listed as secondary charts. And then like there's Sleepy Hollow, it was a Sal by Tiny Modernist that I had worked on it previously a long time ago. So that one is on this board. And some of my other newer charts, but this one, Lost and Found. So this one I started, and when I looked at this first, I thought, there's nothing on here. And then I realized, I don't know what that is. I realized that yes, there is. There's a lot of stitches here, but they're so close in color to the fabric that you can't really see them. So I think these are like, you know, somehow under here in the sheep's belly or something. So I don't know what, if they'll show up well. This is, I don't know what the fabric is. I think I don't have a, I think it is 32 count. I don't think it's 28, I think it's 32 count. I don't think, I don't know if I dyed this myself or if it was, I think it came in this color. And I don't know what anything about it. But I did do, like I said, this one line of stitching. So this is barely started. And also, I took all the threads out of this project bag for this one, so I'm going to have to re-kit it. I have them all. It's all, like I said, it's all DMC. So I have them all. I just have to get around to, you know, putting everything back together. Because like I said, at some point I took them all out. I took everything out. But anyway, so that is everything that I've started, and what my plans are for September. And sorry, I'm making myself a note here. Yeah, I think that's about it as far as plans and finishes go. Like I said, I'm hoping to finish Sheepish Manor today, tonight, this afternoon, whatever. And that would be a good way to close out the month of August. Then I would have finished my, what do you call it, cross-stitch camp piece, and then the, I think 3 Starry Nights that I did this month. Yeah, the number 1. Yeah, and the other 2, the City of Bethlehem and the Shepherd. So 3 Starry Night things, and then if I finish Sheepish Manor, that'll be 5 total this month. So I'm very happy with that. And so I hope to make some significant headway. Sorry, not leeway, headway. This is nautical terms. On the 2 sheep. I have 2 sheep and a bunch of bunnies, and then 1 angel for this month, for September. Yeah, 2 sheep, some bunnies, and an angel that I'll be stitching on in September. So I'm hoping, like I said, that I can get going and, you know, get those 2 rabbits done. That'd be really nice if I could get both of those charts done. So September, I don't know that I have any big plans. Like I said, we're still working on selling our home, so hopefully it's not officially on the market yet. Hopefully it will be soon. You know, it's just all those details of getting all the things worked out. I was just looking at what I have coming up in September, and yeah, other than some doctor's appointments and stuff, looks pretty clear, and I just don't know what's going to happen with the house, but otherwise I'm gonna have, looks like I'm gonna have if enough stitching time to hopefully get things going, get things, some work done or whatever. So the goal for each of those, the wandering sheep and the lost and found, the goal of course is 7 days again. And then my secondary charts, I don't have any specific goals. So we'll see how far I can get with those for the month of September. So I think that's it. I don't have any haul again. So yeah, I'm trying to keep a lid on that. Especially since we're in this, transition period. I'm having to like sort of keep my cross stitch stuff, kind of put away, because once the house is officially on the market, people could be wanting to see the house. I don't know if, what do you call it? Open houses will be scheduled at some point or something. I'm guessing. So I don't know so I'm trying to keep my cross stitch stuff kind of contained. Because I had a little bit of a dilemma because some stuff I sent to our storage unit that we got, and but I wanted to sort of keep a hot file, if you will, of like what I sent over was all the cross-stitch things that I had finished working on, that I had, the WIPGO numbers that had been called, whatever, that I worked on. So I just made the decision to send, those over to the storage unit and keep out things that had yet to be called, so that whenever they were called, because like I said, I didn't know how long, we'd be in this limbo sort of thing. So all my unfinished, uncalled for whips for WIPGO and secondary charge and all that, I still have set aside, and I have a couple of other things, like Black Cat Season, which it's not on my WIPGO board, but it's a sort of ongoing, it's there. So I have all those things, kind of set aside, but for the most part, I've been trying to, I tried to, at the time, put the R1s I already worked on, put those in storage, and have just the uncalled for ones yet. But I did keep all my threads out, because I figured, who knows what I'll need or what I have. Like I said, with the lost and found, there's no threads in it, so I've got those all my DMC threads, and on my overdyes also. I have them all, with me in my closet, yeah. So and I do have like my fabric stash, but all my like dyeing colors and all that kind of stuff are put away. So I can't, if I have a little bit of already dyed fabric, if something were to happen to come up or whatever. I think everything that is on my WIPGO list, all the new start kind of things, all have fabric assigned to them. Like there's a Sleepy Hollow, the Tiny Modern Sleepy Hollow set. I haven't gotten around to starting number 4 yet. I barely started number 3. I think almost finished. Number 2 is almost finished, because I have the goal on that one listed as a finish. So number 3 I just started, and number 4 I have not started yet. But those are all on one piece of fabric, so I already have the fabric set aside for that. And the same thing with the Year in the Woods series. The 2 that I have not started are on the same piece of fabric as the one that I did start. So those 3 will all go together, so I already have the fabric for that one set aside. And then the other Year in the Woods charts, I think I still have all of them in one, I think they're all in one project bag. I don't know, maybe 2 project bags, I don't know. But, so I have all of those already set aside. So all the ones that are on here, I think the Sleepy Hollow and the Starry Night and the Year in the Woods are the only ones that have new starts in them, and they're all already have fabric assigned to them, and they're mostly with the threads or, you know, kitted up. Like the Starry Night things, they just use, you know, the same few colors. So I have those. So yeah. So I have not quite got a second bingo on my WIPGO thing. I'm missing number 14 out of this this row here, 11 through 15. Number 14 is the only one that has not been called yet. And then this one down here, they've all been called. And not this row. And not this row. There's 2 missing in that row. This one, I think, yeah, they have all been called. So maybe I have, no, yeah, I have a bingo up here as well. So it's, you know, getting to the end of the month. So, yeah. I mean, the end of the year, I should say. Anyway, so that's all I've got going on. September is upon us. So, yeah, I'll be getting ready to work on that. And in the meantime, today, I am going to finish Sheepish Manor. So I will then see you next week. All right, well, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next Saturday. Bye.